It happened on a quiet Tuesday night. Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired teacher, had spent the day as usual, reading in her favorite armchair, calling her granddaughter, and enjoying a home-cooked meal with her husband. Nothing seemed out of place. She smiled, laughed, even danced a little in the living room to an old Sinatra song. But by morning, she was gone. No warning, no pain, just silence. Her family was devastated. She was perfectly fine, her daughter whispered, holding back tears. It was just another night. But was it? What if, hidden in the comfort of her daily routine, Eleanor had unknowingly been doing something that quietly increased her risk? Something many people over 70 do every single evening without ever realizing the danger? That's what we're uncovering in this video. 4 common bedtime habits that seem harmless but could silently be putting your health at serious risk after 70. And in this chapter, we begin with one of the most surprising of them all: eating heavy meals too close to bedtime. You see, when you're younger, a big dinner at 9 p.m. might not be a big deal. Your body was faster, your metabolism forgiving. But after 70, everything shifts. Your digestive system slows, your stomach empties more gradually, and your body no longer multitasks as well, especially when it comes to sleep and digestion. Let's imagine this. You finish a late dinner, let's say a rich beef stew and a slice of apple pie, and head to bed feeling full and satisfied. But while you sleep, your body is hard at work. Instead of repairing your cells and lowering your heart rate for deep rest, it's focused on breaking down food. Your stomach pumps out acid, your intestines keep churning, and your heart rate stays elevated. All of this activity leads to shallow, restless sleep. Worse for seniors, it increases the risk of acid reflux, blood sugar spikes, and nighttime blood pressure surges, a dangerous trio that can contribute to strokes and heart attacks during sleep. Many seniors wake up in the middle of the night with discomfort, chest tightness, heartburn, or a racing pulse, and think, maybe it's just old age. But in many cases, it's the food they ate just hours before. One of the most dangerous effects? Chronic acid reflux, also known as GERD. Over time, it weakens the muscles that protect your airways, increasing the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a serious and often overlooked cause of sudden decline in older adults. And if you're diabetic, or even pre-diabetic, late meals can be even riskier. Blood sugar regulation becomes harder during sleep, and spikes at night have been linked to a higher risk of cognitive decline and cardiovascular disease. Still with me? If you found this insight valuable so far, just drop a quick Chapter 1 in the comments below. It helps us know you're here, learning, and growing. Now let's talk solutions. To protect your body, experts recommend finishing your final meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your system time to digest before you lie down. If you need something before sleep, opt for a light, sleep-friendly snack like a banana, a few almonds, or a warm cup of chamomile tea. And remember, how you eat matters just as much as what you eat. Slow down, chew well, and let your body know it's time to rest, not to work overtime. This simple shift in your evening routine can dramatically improve your sleep quality, support your heart health, and help you wake up each morning feeling more refreshed rather than fatigued. We'll continue this journey in Chapter 2, where we explore another hidden danger that many seniors face every night without realizing it, and how one simple change can prevent late-night accidents that turn deadly. Stay with me. Your health and your sleep depend on it. If this chapter resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got more life-saving insights coming your way. Why drinking too much before bed could be more dangerous than you think. It's 2:17 a.m. Harold, a 76-year-old grandfather of 5, wakes up to a familiar pressure in his bladder. It's the third time tonight. Groaning softly, he swings his legs over the bed, steadies himself, and begins the slow walk to the bathroom in the dark. But tonight, something is different. As he stands, his blood pressure drops. His vision blurs. The room spins. He stumbles forward. And then, a sickening thud. By morning, his wife finds him on the floor with a broken hip and a head injury. And the strange thing? It all started with a single glass of water before bed. Now you might be thinking, but isn't staying hydrated important? Yes, it absolutely is. But when you drink matters just as much as how much, especially after 70. As we age, our bladder becomes less elastic, less efficient at holding urine for long periods. Kidneys continue filtering fluids even during sleep, and the brain becomes more sensitive to bladder signals. That harmless cup of tea at 9 p.m., it might be what's dragging you out of deep sleep at 2 a.m., again and again. And while waking up at night to pee might seem like just an inconvenience, it's not. For seniors, it can be the first link in a chain reaction of health risks. Each time you wake up, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure shifts, your balance is tested while disoriented and groggy. Your sleep is fragmented, never allowing your brain to enter the deep, restorative stages it desperately needs. And all of that, repeated night after night, leads to a quiet decline, weakened immunity, higher fall risk, elevated blood pressure, and even cognitive decline. Studies have shown that frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, is strongly associated with memory issues and dementia in older adults. Think of it this way. Your bedroom is supposed to be a sanctuary, but if your routine sends you stumbling down a hallway in the dark at 3 a.m., that sanctuary becomes a trap. Are you still with me? If this chapter struck a chord, type Chapter 2 in the comments to let me know you're learning with us. Every comment helps this message reach someone who needs it. Now here's what you can do. Hydrate early. Front-load your fluid intake in the first half of the day. Aim to taper off by late afternoon. Set a cutoff. Try to stop drinking large amounts of liquid 2 hours before bedtime. Be mindful of hidden fluids. Soups, fruits, and even some medications contain water that adds up. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the evening. Both are diuretics and stimulate urination. Create a safe nighttime path. Use motion sensor lights or night lights. Wear non-slip slippers and keep your path clear in case you do need to get up. These may sound simple, but for many seniors, these tips are the difference between peaceful rest and a dangerous wake-up call. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And without it, your body and brain begin to fray at the edges, often in ways you don't notice until it's too late. In Chapter 3, we'll uncover a surprisingly common comfort mistake that silently strains your heart while you sleep. And it's something nearly everyone gets wrong, especially in colder months. If you're finding this series helpful, take a second to subscribe and tap the bell. It's a small action that helps keep you informed, safe, and supported, night after night. Why sleeping in a warm room could be silently straining your heart. Imagine this. Margaret, 75 years old, snuggles into bed wearing thick flannel pajamas under a heavy comforter. Her bedroom thermostat is set to a cozy 74 degrees. She's always felt the cold more than others, especially now in her later years. Warmth makes her feel safe, wrapped, protected, cocooned. But by 3 a.m., she's tossing and turning. Her body feels sticky, her mouth is dry, her heart is beating faster than usual. And though she doesn't know it, her cozy bedroom is quietly putting strain on her cardiovascular system. You see, as we grow older, our body's ability to regulate temperature declines. We sweat less, we retain more heat. Our blood vessels don't respond as quickly. That warm room, which once felt like comfort, now becomes a silent stressor. While you sleep, your body naturally tries to cool itself. This drop in core temperature signals the brain to enter deeper stages of sleep, crucial for healing, memory, and hormone balance. But if your environment is too warm, this process is interrupted. Your heart has to work harder to push blood toward the skin to release excess heat. Your breathing may become more shallow. You may wake up multiple times throughout the night without realizing it. And over time, this low-grade stress on your heart and brain adds up, especially if you're living with high blood pressure or other underlying conditions. Worse still, mild dehydration from overheating during sleep thickens the blood, increasing the risk of blood clots, stroke, and heart attacks, particularly in older adults. Let's take a moment to visualize it. A peaceful-looking room, dim lights, gentle music. But under the covers, your body is fighting a battle you can't feel. Heart working overtime, hydration levels dropping, melatonin production blocked by shallow sleep. Are you still here? If you've made it to Chapter 3, drop a "still with you" in the comments. It means a lot, and it helps us keep making content that matters. Now let's talk about how to fix this. Ideal sleeping temperature. Experts recommend setting your bedroom between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Choose breathable bedding. Avoid synthetic blankets and flannel sheets. Instead, opt for light, moisture-wicking fabrics like cotton or bamboo. Dress smart. Wear lightweight pajamas. Layer if needed, but avoid overdressing. Circulate air. Use a fan or slightly crack a window to keep fresh air moving. Stay hydrated during the day. This helps your body regulate temperature more effectively overnight. Even small adjustments, like swapping a thick blanket for a lighter one, can make a noticeable difference in your sleep quality. Let's be clear, you don't need to feel cold to sleep well. You just need your environment cool enough to let your body do what it's designed to do. Rest deeply, repair, and protect you from harm. In Chapter 4, we'll reveal a bedtime habit that almost every senior gets wrong, one that affects your breathing, circulation, and heart while you sleep. It's something so basic, so overlooked, yet so critical, and chances are you've been doing it for years without a second thought. If this chapter helped you rethink your sleep environment, consider subscribing and tapping the bell icon. There's more to come, and every insight brings you closer to safer, deeper sleep. How the way you sleep could be silently harming your heart, lungs, and brain. There's something almost sacred about the way we fall asleep. Some people curl up on their side. Others sprawl out like starfish. Some lie flat on their backs, hands folded gently across their stomachs. It feels natural, comfortable, familiar. But what if I told you that the position you sleep in, something you've likely done the same way for decades, could quietly be increasing your risk of heart failure, strokes, and even sudden death? Let's meet George. At 78, George had always prided himself on being healthy. He walked every morning, avoided junk food, and had no major illnesses. His only complaint? He often woke up exhausted, head aching, mouth dry, and feeling like he hadn't slept at all. His wife Maria had noticed something strange. Sometimes at night, she said, he'd just stop breathing for a few seconds, then suddenly gasp like he was drowning. George brushed it off, but deep down, he knew something was wrong. Eventually, his doctor delivered a shocking diagnosis: obstructive sleep apnea, triggered and worsened by his sleeping position, flat on his back. Here's why it matters. As we age, the muscles in our throat and airway naturally weaken. When you sleep on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft tissues downward, partially blocking the airway. This restricts airflow, lowers oxygen levels, and forces your heart to work harder to compensate. The result? Interrupted breathing, shallow sleep, strain on the heart, and in serious cases, a dramatically increased risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even sudden cardiac arrest during sleep. But it doesn't stop there. Sleeping on your right side may seem safer, but studies show it can compress the vena cava, a major vein returning blood to the heart. For seniors with heart issues, this can lead to fluid buildup, shortness of breath, and worsening of conditions like congestive heart failure. So what's the safest position? Experts agree your left side is the best side. It promotes better blood flow to the heart, supports digestion, reduces acid reflux, and keeps the airway more open than sleeping on your back or right side. And if you're someone who tends to roll over during sleep, don't worry. There are simple tools you can use. Body pillows to support your side and prevent rolling. Wedge pillows to slightly elevate your upper body, reducing airway blockage. Knee pillows to align your hips and reduce pressure on the lower back. Even small changes in your posture can result in deeper, safer sleep and a reduced risk of dangerous overnight complications. Are you still with us on this journey? If this chapter spoke to you, drop a quick Chapter 4 in the comments below. It lets us know these insights are helping you. Final reflection. We've now walked through 4 bedtime habits that might seem harmless, but in reality can quietly endanger your health after 70. Eating too late, straining your digestion and heart. Drinking too much before bed, increasing nighttime falls and sleep disruptions. Sleeping in a warm room, putting extra pressure on your cardiovascular system. And finally, sleeping in the wrong position, silently compromising your breathing and circulation. But here's the truth that matters most. None of these risks are permanent. With awareness, you can begin to shift your routines. You can protect your sleep, your heart, your brain, and maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up tomorrow feeling stronger, more rested, and more alive than you have in years. If this series made a difference for you, subscribe and turn on the bell. Share this with someone you love, because small changes tonight could mean everything tomorrow. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, sleep well, stay safe,